You guys want to watch something spooky? Yes, we could do that.
We just been notified that Sonic.exe has been spotted here at this abandoned zoo, and all of you guys told us in the comment section to come down here and see if we could spot him in real life. And of course, me and Nicole have to come down here because this is what we do.
Yeah, this shit's scary as fuck.
Squad with us, okay?
The whole squad.
Friends right here, Midnight Howl, Keepers of the Grave. Their link will be down below in the description. They came with us because they are our bodyguards. And
yeah, those are like Akira Toriyama fucking demons. You see that?
Sonic.exe, and we have a new group with us. What is your channel name? Pooter Twang. Okay. So we're gonna go around, look at the abandoned location, and we brought our little guy, the drone, man.
To put in the sky.
Yeah, just in case, man, if anything gets weird, we can put the drone in the sky so we don't feel like very like scared.
You guys haven't heard this channel? This channel's sick.
Inside too as well, but we're gonna put the drone first and see around to see if we see anything weird, okay? But before the video starts, guys, I need you guys to like the video right now. Try to like the video.
You guys remember that band Alien Ant Farm? This is the lead singer of that band.
And all of us, we can all do it, right? Can't you all guys
This is what he does now.
You know what? We're gonna wait right now until everyone likes the video with their knuckles in the count of 5 seconds. Let's just wait, guys. Don't like the video, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you guys do it? Hey, they did it! See, I told you guys, it's very easy. So like the video right now, guys. Also, leave comments so you get a shout out on the next video like these awesome fans when they leave comments in every single video. So if you want to get a shout out on the next video, leave a comment down below right now, okay? Also, subscribe to our channel, guys. Of course, subscribe to our friends back here. Subscribe to our body.
Yo, subscribe.
They're really gonna protect us, right? We're gonna need them.
I trust them.
We're gonna need you.
No, we've went over this. We've been over this channel.
Look at you. Look at these
We
arms,
talked about
man.
this a few weeks ago.
But yeah, without further ado, let's just
Like
go around and
Danny
see if we can spot
Gonzalez made a video about them.
So once again, you guys, this is an abandoned zoo.
That's how I found it.
Comes to no more. So
And then all of a sudden, everyone I know was like into arcade craniacs.
never been here.
This is actually the first time.
I even got Vinny watching it now.
Looks like his house. Yeah, we're looking for this alien.
Oh, okay.
So they started off as like an arcade channel.
Come to these places. Should we? Are you sure? What's up there?
And they would just like, you know, do this crap and like
Okay, I'm glad that we have
get tickets at arcade.
If anything happens to us, right?
I don't know, different arcades like across the country basically.
Holy crap! Are we gonna go all the way up here?
And
How can we
then
see Sonic though. Nicole, hurry up!
I know, I don't want to get scratched.
Come on!
you know, the pandemic happened, so they couldn't really go to arcades. So they started making this like fucking
Zoo or a monkey
Among
zoo
Us
or
like fucking spooky videos.
human zoo? What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Then after that, it's everywhere now. I think it's, you know, Danny Gonzalez is a huge YouTuber.
Guys, it's
But they were at 1 million subs already when he showed the,
Sonic's
you know,
annoying people
when he made that video about them.
From the smell of it, yes.
But now they're
Guys,
at
is
like
this
2
like the
million.
cages for,
They like jumped.
this
In
looks
the
like
past month, they've gained
all
1
the
million
food in
subs, I
water
think.
right here? What the hell? You guys, who set this? Who set that Sonic.exe?
And yeah, it's like
Here,
J
look,
Station
look at this.
parodies.
Should we go over here? Can you hold this really quick? Let me go through here.
But I think they're actually pretty charming. I don't know. Legit, like for how like fucking cringe it
Should
is.
we go through here? You guys,
There's something
comment
actually
right now,
funny
should we
about it.
Go through these little cages right now.
Oh my god.
It's really small though.
Like no cap, man.
Here somewhere?
I don't know. Come on, you guys. Everybody follow along.
So this is like an abandoned zoo.
Holy crap, what the? It gets small, dude. You go first that way, dude. I am not gonna go that way.
This way?
Yeah. You guys, I don't know, man. I feel like
Because they're having fun.
holes are
That's
way
the whole
too small
secret
for us.
behind making content.
Maybe even too small for Sonic.
Is
If
there
you're
another
actually like
stairs?
enjoying what you're doing, like other people are gonna enjoy watching it.
Now that's creepy.
You know,
Where
to
are
a
you
certain
taking
extent.
us to?
I think to Sonic.
You guys, I am sweating. I don't think we're gonna be able to cover ground just walking. There's too much of it. You know what? That's why I said luckily we have the drone with us, you guys. If we have the drone with us, I think it'll be a lot easier. I think right now we're like very vulnerable, just in case if we don't get attacked by Sonic.exe.
Yeah, he can sneak up.
I mean, they look strong, they look scary, but
Imagine hearing this conversation like you're on a walk in the park,
back outside right now, fly the drone and see what
and you hear
more
someone say
walking
Sonic.exe, and you're like,
around.
what?
It's not working out. Let's go back outside, you guys. Okay, you guys, so I think we're ready right now to fly the drone in the sky. Like I said, we're not gonna be able to cover all this ground on foot. Zoos are big, right? Have you guys been to a zoo?
No, I haven't.
Steve,
People in cages, right?
I get really creeped out with him, dude.
by like getting like all salty like that, man. You, like they're obviously not urban exploring. Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, I seen them
Really?
plenty of times. Yeah.
Oh. So you just come around here just what were you doing in there?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, can I record?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, we've been looking for somebody to record us. Yeah, here we go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we've been looking all over the place for somebody to film us.
You just gonna let someone random to record for us?
He's cool. You're cool, right?
Yeah.
You see, he's cool. He said he's cool, so he's cool.
You got protection.
Yeah.
All right. If you can you come a little closer, okay. Okay, so we have the drone right now facing us. Everyone wave at the drone, you guys. We're in a very.
I'm just saying, if you see some video like this and you're like, dude, Dan Bell is so much better than these guys, like you're clearly like missing the point.
Do its work and
Yeah.
let's look everywhere right now. All right, just once again, everybody keep your eyes like peeled just in case if we see anything at all. I mean, I know there's a lot of trees and everything like that.
There's a lot of trees.
There's someone right there though. Look.
What,
Trees
really?
right there.
I thought this whole place was abandoned though.
Yeah, why are they way over there?
They're ghosts.
Maybe they're like affiliated with Sonic?
No, they're ghosts.
Could be.
A ghost?
Yeah,
I
aliens.
mean-
Aliens.
Oh, there's more to this
That's
zoo.
ghosts, aliens,
What?
aliens.
You guys, why is there a bunch of people just walking around here, dude?
A Sonic cult.
A Sonic cult?
Yeah, maybe they all came here to see him too.
No.
Maybe we're not the only ones looking for him.
No. Where should we go? There's a lot of freaking trees, you guys.
You might even be hiding within those trees.
We're gonna have to go way higher than that.
Do hedgehogs climb trees?
Let's go way higher than that. Do you see the drone? Damn, the drone's super high
I
up
can't
there.
even see it so high.
How much do you think a little drone like that
Where should we
is?
go, you guys? The thing that sucks is that there's just so many trees
Like
right now.
palm,
There's way
palm
too
size?
many
Like it's just like, is that
Yeah,
small?
and, like, getting close to those, man, you're gonna crash this
How
thing.
about, you know what? Maybe we should like look around this way by like the crash.
Really that much?
Wait, he keeps saying to crash. Come on, man.
I thought you were on our side, man.
Expensive equipment.
Yeah, dude. You know, okay, let's all look around like more like the trees area because yeah, this is zoo, but also you can be walking around like everywhere around the trees and everything like that, dude.
That's true.
Look, this is the back of
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say, like, it doesn't look like it was that expensive.
This right now, you guys. Should we go?
Yeah, check it out.
Let's
And
go.
like he's using the phone, so it's gotta be
I
app
don't know, does anybody
controlled.
know? Can anybody
This is
search,
actually a good
search that up
question.
right now? Where's your phone at?
Okay.
We need to find out more history about this abandoned zoo.
Yeah,
How
Sugar
much
Ray
you
is
guys
their
know?
like
Check it out, dude.
their patron saint. That's why he like has hair like that.
Beach when we had a
what?
romantic night when we're at the beach. I mean,
Why'd you put it in my ears?
nothing. You don't want to hear it. You guys, please don't judge me in my relationship with Sonic, please, right now, dude.
I think it's a little weird.
They don't know what love really is when you see him and
Why are you talking about
his
love?
big eyes and his big tongue and then you just fall in love with him. Then you go on Facebook and you poke him. No, can you find the information already?
I'm trying.
Look, there's people walking around.
Can you still poke people on Facebook?
You guys, I always say this. I wish we had a speaker on the drone so we could tell him to be careful. Because once again, Sonic is around, dude. Holy crap. Okay, should we go down this way?
You should go into those little holes.
Yeah, but look at all the trees, though, dude. There's no way.
I think Frosted Tips could be coming back too. Like the bucket hat.
What's gonna happen to them?
No, Frosted Tips will never come back.
Cage right
Hedgehogs
there.
live
Right
on the
here.
ground?
Oh, look, there's like a little.
If you think about it though, Frosted Tips are kind of like Nomura style, like
My drone breaks, it breaks.
It was founded. Wait.
like if they keep making more Final Fantasy
It
characters,
opened in 1912. And
In
it,
1912, this place was here, dude. It was.
eventually we'll revert back to that being a
You
thing.
guys, that's why he's here, so nobody else comes around
yeah.
here, dude.
He thinks he's safe here.
Oh my God. You guys,
What?
look at
What?
this.
What?
There's the imposter.
Do you think the imposter lives here too?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to.
You guys, Guys, we keep noticing there's a bunch of imposter shrines and pictures and murals everywhere around
But
here.
yeah, this is obviously supposed. Their entire channel is just like a stupid joke. That's the whole. That's the entire channel.
Sonic and Among Us.
It's supposed to make you feel the way you feel right
I don't
now.
even know who you are, dude. Hey, you guys, this is the kind of friends we have. Look at them, dude. Don't look
Another one. Did you see it?
Among Us character. Look.
Sussy.
Ah, almost crashed right
Oh my
now.
god, oh my god.
Bro, crash.
That is true love.
Wait, the real question is...
Oh, my battery's dying.
Oh.
My battery's dying.
So this is actually. I guess there's some abandoned zoo in LA
My battery's
Wait,
dying.
do you even know where
that
we
you can go walk around in.
Hold on, relax, relax.
It's kind of cool.
How are we getting back?
Hold on, relax.
Oh my god.
Please don't let my drone crash.
You don't even know where we're at, huh?
Hold on. That's it. I have no more
Oh my
control over it.
God.
I have no more. I see it. I see
Yeah, I
it
love the
going
way
into
California
grass.
looks.
You guys get the drone right
Okay,
now.
let's go.
LA is the zoo, the entire city.
See, luckily I brought extra batteries so I could put another battery in here, you guys.
Imagine seeing this fucking gang of people running around the park and be like, "Yo, is that? Do you see that guy in the
Okay, we're
background?"
ascending right now, you guys. Yeah, once again, if you
Hold on, hold on.
Battery inside so we keep
What's that?
I could put another battery in here, you guys.
Oh my god, you got so
The
lucky.
drone dies
Yeah, what the fuck?
so quick. Let's put another battery inside so we keep looking around more. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, we're ascending right now, you guys. Yeah, once again, if you ever buy this drone, you gotta buy the bundle pack. It comes with 3 batteries, dude. Way better.
Oh my god.
I'm so lucky I have more batteries,
Yeah.
dude.
I thought the thing broke.
Yeah, we have to keep looking around way more, dude. Maybe if we go up higher, like way higher.
I think we're super close though.
Let's see.
Dude, we're
Yeah,
gonna
and-
see something. There's no way we're gonna
And we
leave here.
definitely gotta get out of the sun, man. It is way
Yeah.
too freaking hot,
I'm
dude.
learning.
Hot as hell.
I'm gonna be
No, this is
orange by
this
the
is
time we
cold
leave.
for me.
Why are people over there?
There's people over there?
They just walked away right now. They started
Really?
running.
What?
You guys, somebody was like.
What the fucking sound she just made?
Serious?
There's no animals here, though.
Wait, should we go look or something?
Check it out.
Let's look with the drone right now. Hold on.
Okay.
You guys, gather around, gather
Okay,
around.
Why are they over there?
Look. They were right here, and
I mean, it doesn't look like a bad park.
This. What is that right there?
I don't know. What are they
It doesn't
doing?
look like super dirty or anything like that. I don't see that much
See
garbage.
nothing.
What's going on?
Is there more?
Like, when I
There's
went to
more people
California-
walking that way.
Why?
A couple weeks ago, that was like a
You
huge
guys,
difference to
there's
me.
no animals
Like, I saw
here
like
too,
actual
dude.
like big homeless camps
Look.
in like Oakland and stuff, and that
Let's
is
keep going down. I can't
completely different than I thought it was gonna look.
Look, they're all,
Like, it looked like
everyone's
Mad
looking at the
Max
cage
shit,
right there,
dude. And this does not look like that.
Do it.
Can't be.
You guys, like I said, there's no animals here, dude. What the hell they're looking at?
It can't be. It cannot be.
But
Closer.
that shit's fucked up.
Is it? Hold on.
To see what they're looking at.
Yeah, I'm in like Skid Row in LA. I'm sure it like I was taken aback by like I was like, this looks like a fucking horror movie.
Dude, okay.
It's bad.
They're
Everybody
taking
was
pictures.
right.
They're taking
It's
pictures.
like
with
it's
it.
fucking scary, dude.
What the
So
hell?
is he in the cage?
I don't
I saw some
know.
fucked up shit just driving by on the highway.
Good.
Dude, there he is.
Yeah,
Look.
but do you think he's trapped or do you think he's there on purpose?
Well, why should we? Why do you want to help him? I thought you don't like him.
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe it does something to me to see him in the cage. I don't know. Like, we gotta go look.
You know what? This reminds me of one time I had to bail out Sonic from jail because he was a really bad person to me, dude, and I had to call the cops on him and he went to jail. But look at him now, man.
He is in jail.
You know, he's a celebrity. Everyone's here taking pictures with him, dude.
And then these random people are just taking pictures. Imagine you're walking the park with your kids and like Sonic is just in a cage. Like, what the hell is going on?
Snicker bars, man, and I was
So
stealing.
you lied?
Yes, I had to lie, dude. He eats all my
Wow.
freaking
Oh
food. He
my-
sleeps on my couch. I mean,
Framed him?
he's a freeloader.
Wow.
Are you guys best friends?
Look, everyone's just right here, just hanging out with him, taking pictures with him, dude.
No, wait. But why do they even like him? I thought he's dangerous.
I don't know. Look
I
at
mean, he's not
him.
dangerous to us, of course.
What the hell? You guys,
Yeah, imagine how fucking
There's
nasty that
people
suit must be
taking
right now.
pictures of Sonic
These kids are like, dude, Sonic is over
I
there.
thought the zoo was abandoned, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I don't understand.
Is
So
it a-
maybe like they
it
got
is?
attracted by something.
What if it's
I
a
don't
trap?
know.
A
Yeah,
trap?
I mean, it could be.
Could be a trap.
What should we do, you guys? Everybody comment down below. What should we do? Should we go over there right now and see why is he in that cage
It does
right now?
get like the amount of like, yo, comment below. I guess that's the game.
Look, he looks sad now. He looks really sad now.
Maybe he'll bring other little Sonics with him, and they could like start up a whole Sonic
What
zoo.
the hell?
I mean, would you pay?
that'd be kind of cute.
Would you pay to go in?
I probably will, yeah. But dude, look
If
at
there
him.
was a bunch of Sonics that look like him, would you still pay attention
He
to the
looks
original?
super sad, dude. I
Yeah.
feel bad, actually.
Let's go see.
Should we go
I
check?
could do something to a hedgehog.
But how about we get hurt, though?
I mean, we have our bodyguards.
I mean, everyone, yeah, we do have them, but you already know how strong Sonic.exe is, man. He's super strong, dude.
I mean, he gives you a strong emotional connection, but I don't know about physical strength.
Nicole, come on, focus, please. Dude. Okay, you know what? You guys,
I
let's
think
just
they
go
have a
right
legit
now,
good
go to the
like
cage and see
rapport
what
with
the
each
heck
other
is going on
for
with
sure.
Sonic.exe. Come on. Is that okay? What do you mean is the case? Sonic is right there, dude.
He's in a cage. Do you think he's trapped?
Holy crap.
Whoa.
He's trapped. He's trapped. Look at him.
Sonic, what are you doing?
These people over here are like, what the fuck is going on?
How'd you get locked up again? What are you doing here, dude? Are you a part of the zoo? Is something going on with the zoo right now?
What's going on?
He looks super
Were you like,
sad in
were you
there.
stealing Snicker bars again or something? Is that why you're here?
Was it
Your
public
punishment?
nudity? Huh?
Sonic, we were looking for you all around the zoo. What are you doing here, dude?
Tell us.
What is he doing? He's
What?
shaking his little butt right now.
What's that?
You guys, I don't take him serious right now. He's like shaking his butt right now in
Wait,
the
is he like
cage.
trying to like tease us or something?
Wait, I thought he was locked up. What is he doing?
Wait.
You guys,
Oh, it's not locked?
Hold on.
Wait. You guys, back up.
Wait.
Hold on, guys.
Wait, bodyguards.
Security.
What is he doing? Yo, he's out. He's doing.
I need that stinger.
It's me, your lover.
Why are you here?
Hey, come on! How are you gonna do this to me now?
Well, you put him in jail.
You don't want to kiss me no more? Sonic!
All he did was steal Snicker bars, and you put him
Where are you
behind
going,
bars.
Where are you going? We just Sonic! Where are you going? I'm not gonna chase after him, dude. My ankle's messed up, dude. Where's he
This
going? Sonic!
family is just like speechless.
You guys, Sonic literally left right now, dude. I'm not gonna go chase after him, dude.
I'm confused. Like he was sending a lot of mixed messages.
I don't know. It seems like he broke up with me again. Everybody runs out on me, dude. I'm surprised you're still here.
Me too, honestly.
You guys, I think we're just gonna let him go right now. Maybe he's very emotional. I don't know what's going on. Once again, guys, we're gonna end the video right now. The video is way too long. And make sure to go subscribe to Midnight Howl, man. They're the best bodyguards on the planet, even though they didn't save me at all right now. Make sure to go subscribe to our friends. And if
Well, it's definitely like a weird collab one. I don't know why they didn't really do anything. But yeah, I mean, like I said, oh my God. Dude, the other day when I was watching, they had 1.8 million. This was like last week. They now have 2.37 million. I just want to look at the Social Blade real quick. That's fucking insane. I think I remember them saying in their video that like one of them was going to get a tattoo on their ass if they got like 2 million by like the end of the week. I wonder if they actually were like, oh, fuck. Hold on, let me look at this up. What is it? Arcade Craniacs? Is there like a... Oh my God. Yeah, the amount of subs they've got since April when Danny made that video to now is like insane. So, okay, it was in May. I guess that's when I was watching that video. May 26th. They were at 1.98 million. And today, what is it? Is it Friday morning now? Damn, it's Friday. They're at 2.37 million. It's almost 500,000 in like 2 weeks. It's crazy. It's just because it's the meme too. It's like such a fucking, you know, Once you catch people on the meme and I don't know. I don't know how the fuck to explain it. That's crazy. There's a couple other videos about it. Like, I think Some Ordinary Gamers did a video talking about them. A bunch of other people like drawing attention to them, kind of. So I think even Critical made a video about them, didn't he? Everybody seems to like them, so why not? All right, now what? I did get around to watching that new Alt-Shift-X video. All Tomorrows. That shit is fucking weird. Did anyone else watch that? I don't think we would show the whole thing. There's like some pretty graphic pictures in it too. I don't know how he's gonna get away with that on YouTube, but it's like about this weird alien race that takes humans and like genetically modifies every human ever to be like some fucking garbage pail kid monster. Like fucked up. It's fucking crazy. I would recommend it if you haven't seen it. Yeah. It's fucking insane. It's like based on like a short story or something too. Oh, there's some of that. They get turned into everything. People get turned into like birds and fucking fish and shit. Alt-Shift-X. A pretty popular channel. We'll watch the very, very beginning of it. But like I said, there's like some images that probably shouldn't be shown on Twitch.
Myriad species and mixed fortunes.
Alt-Shift-X. Very good channel.
Long ago, in the distant past, humans colonized Mars. It took centuries to terraform the red planet. First, they made oceans using the water from comets. Then they sent microbes to create breathable air.
I'm sure there's no
Then
weird
introduced
dicks.
genetically modified plants and animals. It was only after Mars was transformed into a habitable world that the first people came to Mars in colony ships. So the first steps
It's like
on
the
Mars
prologue.
were taken not by astronauts, but by barefoot children on lush green grass. The people of Mars developed their own culture and identity separate to Earth. The low gravity made Martians tall and spindly, and they became almost a different species to the Earthlings. For hundreds of years, the two planets coexisted, but as Mars started to surpass Earth, tensions led
Kind
to
of reminds me of The
war.
Expanse, like right off the bat.
Interplanetary war wasn't glorious or exciting. There were no heroic pilots or massive spaceships. The war was fought by complicated, automated machines in a slow, strategic, nerve-wracking contest that caused unimaginable destruction. Billions of people died in the war, and humans almost went extinct. So the survivors of Earth and Mars united and made a plan to ensure this would never happen again. Humanity made massive reforms to their politics and economics, and they changed themselves. They genetically modified humanity into a new subspecies called the Star People, made to be better and smarter and adapted to expand into space. And it worked.
Oh, it gets
Within
fucking
a few
weird.
generations, the unified Star People peacefully colonized the solar system. Other stars were too far away to fly to in person, so instead the Star People sent out automated machines that would fly to distant worlds and terraform them, then use genetic material to create people to live there. There was a weird problem with these colonies, where many humans fell in love with the machines that had created them, and died in mass identity crises. But the colonies that survived thrived and expanded across the galaxy, starting a golden age for humanity. Trillions of people lived peaceful,
Is that
utopic lives.
in the background? Is that the Japanese singer?
Worlds united by
Plastic Love.
communication across centuries of light.
Am I losing my mind?
People explored space, they discovered some alien creatures, but didn't find any intelligent life. So they wondered, were humans alone in the galaxy? On one alien world,
Was it
they
though?
found a fossil of a bird like the galaxy,
Am I getting memed on here? It is, right?
starting a golden age for humanity. Trillions of people lived peaceful, utopic lives.
Yeah, I just want to make
Their
sure I wasn't
worlds
losing my fucking
united
mind.
by communication across centuries of light. As the Star People explored space, they discovered some alien creatures, but didn't find any intelligent life. So they wondered, were humans alone in the galaxy? On one alien world, they found a fossil of a bird-like creature that didn't seem related to the other native life. The native creatures had 3
adorable.
limbs and copper bones, but this bird had 4 limbs and calcium bones. It seemed related to an extinct dinosaur from Earth.
I love that kind
So
of mystery
how the hell did this
in a
extinct
sci-fi.
Earth animal end up on this distant alien world?
Like mystery. They're like,
Some
what?
people thought God must have done it, and there was a
Like one of my
resurgence
favorite
of religion.
concepts in a
But others thought
sci-fi
aliens
movie or
did it,
something.
that there must be some civilization out there who had spaceflight and bioengineering millions of years before humans even had fun.
Like, I actually enjoy like some of that, like the Ridley Scott like engineers stuff. I don't know.
Humanity hoped that these
You know,
aliens would
I
be
could separate it
peaceful,
from Alien though.
just
So
in case, they built weapons to defend themselves. Weapons so powerful they could obliterate stars. But all of that was useless in the end. Humanity was attacked by a godlike ancient species called the Q. They were galactic nomads who constantly migrated through space, and they had a fanatical religious mission to remake the universe using genetic manipulation. So when the Q found humans, they didn't see them as people. They were just objects to be changed into whatever shape the Q wanted. Within 1,000 years, the Q destroyed human civilization. But some human species lived on, because the Q used their bioengineering technology to reshape humanity into thousands of bizarre subspecies.
showed the one
They
guy.
made humans into tools, into pets, into wild animals. They ruled over the human worlds for 40 million years, and then they fucked off to find their
I'm not
next
showing you right now
victims,
because there's like some
leaving
weird alien
humanity
dicks and stuff.
divided and differentiated beyond recognition. These twisted species were the last remnants of humanity. On one world, where the husks of dead cities baked under a scorching sun.
It's not really. There's
lived
just one.
worms. They were humans.
These guys
but
are
the
fucking weird.
Q had modified
It looks like
their
a fucked up
hands and
Muppet.
feet into tiny, feeble appendages, reduced their eyes to pinpricks, and removed most of their brain. All their lives, the worms dug aimlessly through the ground. If they found food, they ate it. If they found other worms, they sometimes ate them. Or
Nah, it's just a
reproduced.
coincidence. The shape.
They were wretched, mindless creatures, but their humanity would eventually resurface. On another world were the Titans, who roamed a vast savanna. Their hands were clumsy stumps, but their lower lip was like the trunk of an elephant, and could be used like a hand. They were some of the smartest of the new human species, and gradually they achieved sentience.
Do you see what I'm
They
saying?
built homes, agriculture, language, literature, made ornate wood carvings. In booming
Some
voices,
fucking
they told
weird-ass
myths and
aliens.
legends of the bygone, half-remembered past. With enough time, these titans could have started a new humanity, but an ice age hit the planet, and these gentle giants disappeared forever. On other worlds, humans had been twisted into predators, looking like vampires and werewolves of myth, with sharp claws and killing teeth. Their prey were also human, made into herbivores with bird-like feet. The prey had the dull minds of animals, but the predators on the hunt kept some spark of human intelligence, which would eventually re-emerge. The Mantelopes were bred to be singers and memory
Mantelopes.
retainers for the queue, so they had fully
Oh, damn it.
human minds. They understood the world.
See, I don't know.
around
Like
them,
they're humans,
in
but
the
they're animals.
mercifully.
I don't know if I should show that, but it just goes on. Like it's a really long video, but it explains the entire story. It's really cool. Would recommend. It's called All Tomorrows. It's on the channel Alt Shift X. Yeah, I just wanted to show it for a minute anyways. It's a really good video though. Check it out. Like the concept of an alien that you can't fight, or we have like no chance against, like just taking you and turning you into some fucking nightmare creature. Like, oh my God. Like it's the fear I've never felt before, I think. You know what I mean? Like never thought about that. It's basically like I have no mouth and I must scream, but like different. It kind of is the same. It feels like that, right? It's got to be inspired by that in some way. Isn't that kind of I have no mouth and I must scream? Isn't that what the robot did? Kind of. Isn't that like the idea of that entire fucking? That's why everything's all fucked. You're like the last person, right? Yeah. Kind of what it reminds. It's exactly what it is. It's the same fucking concept, kind of over like a bigger area, but it's different. The ending is insane. Just watch that video sometime. You'll like it if you enjoyed that at all. Very good. Yeah, the Q. And you know what? Like that, doesn't it kind of like that's got to be a Star Trek like nod, right? Because the Q kind of are that, aren't they? Like that's what the Q do. Alt Shift Delete is the name of the channel, yeah. Originally, he used to do like, you know, like Game of Thrones lore videos, stuff like that. And always did a great job. One of the best channels when it comes to stuff like that. And other lore. He does all the Expanse, stuff like that. Some Dune, things like that. And he's just kind of like shifting into other stuff, I guess. Can't cover Game of Thrones forever. But yeah, that's a great channel. A lot of people know about that channel, so it's not like obscure or anything like that, but yeah, the Q were like trying to help us involve, but it's like that same concept of like a higher order of species like manipulating us or others. Yeah, it's described in Star Trek in different ways, but it has to be some kind of nod to that. All right, what else should we watch? Oh yeah, Watcher. That is a good one. I saw something about... Nah, maybe not. Oh, this fake ID scam. This channel I like. We watched this the other day, Atomic Shrimp. This is not spooky,
Today's
but
video is about a real-life scam victim, who I will refer to only as G.
could be interesting.
G is 18 years old, and it all started with the attempted purchase of a fake ID. Our purpose today is not to mock or scorn this individual, but rather to look at the particular details of the scam to see what we can learn from it. So, G wanted to buy alcohol, but in the USA where G lives, you have to be 21 to do that. I'm not going to judge, in part because the legal age here in the UK is 18 for buying alcohol in a shop or pub, and in part because when I was under 18, I too felt like that was a long wait. So what do you do if you're underage and you want to go out to a bar or nightclub? Well, of course the correct answer is to wait for the right birthday to come along. But I don't remember being particularly patient at that age, and neither was G. A solution appeared to present itself in the form of Old Ironside's fake IDs. And here it is, a website quite brazenly offering to create fake ID documents. I want to make it really clear right now that this website will just scam you. Spoilers for the story I'm telling here, but they'll just take your money and then they'll ask for even more money.
That Jim from The
No matter what
Office.
anyone else tells you, you won't get a fake ID from these guys, so don't try. One of the things that convinced G to try this out was glowing endorsements in internet comments, posts on social media and reviews praising the effectiveness of this fake ID service. It was a review on some other supposed fake ID provider claiming that that one was fake, but this other one over here is super real, honest and for sure. I've seen comments along these lines before on my own videos, particularly on one that happened to be about how Eva's passport photo was way cuter than mine. I reckon the word passport in the video title just attracted bots, and I'm certain that's what all those endorsement comments always are. They're just shills to try to drag you into a scam. And I think it's probably fair to assume that if you see any comment or post enthusiastically endorsing something that's illegal, such as the creation of fake ID or so-called hacking services, it's the hook for a scam. I don't think they're ever the real thing. And there's an interesting but kind of obvious reason for that. This whole marketplace is flooded not only with people claiming to be able to provide illicit services, but also interlopers pretending to be those.
Yeah, I mean,
people
taking
claiming
advantage
to
of people
provide
trying to
illicit
do something
services.
illegal is like one
It
of
does
the
look like
oldest
G
tricks
was
in the book.
communicating
Is
with
like,
one of
who
the
are they gonna?
claimants, but
They
it's
can't
my
like
view
tell
that
the
you can't
cops they
trust
got
anybody
ripped off
who's
trying to
got
buy
a
a
rumor,
fake
and I
ID. You know what I mean? So
Anyway, G got in touch with Old Ironside's fake and ordered a fake.
There's always gonna be
California Real
criminals
ID. The scammer asked for money via
ripping off
transfer
criminals,
service,
you
and
know.
there were various weird things happening there, such as an admission that their account frequently gets shut down and they have to make new ones. But that could just be coincidence, right? G paid $150 and the fake ID guy said the item had been made and shipped, and sent G a tracking code which checks out and looks legit. Surely this whole thing is too much effort to be an outright scam, right? Well, wrong. That's what they want you to think. The shipping company contacted G.
Especially
to
when
ask
it's
for an
from like the
insurance
U.S.
payment,
Virgin
but here's
Islands
where
or
it
something
all
like
gets
that.
sort
I
of
mean,
weird. The company
I guess
claims
it
to
is a fake
transport
ID
all
though.
cargo
So
or TAC Logistics. They've got a website. The website's got lots of content. It does look like the website of a genuine logistics company, but as far as I can tell, it's completely fake. Let's look at some evidence. Their address looks like it's occupied by a logistics company, but with a different name. Okay, that could have an innocent explanation. Sometimes companies have different trading identities. Especially shipping companies, actually. In fact, it looks like there's another logistics company called Oceans International in the same building, which is probably a subsidiary or client. One of the testimonials on their front page is just weird. Martin Frank, 2 first names, just saying, says, "But I must explain to you how all of this mistaken idea of denouncing pleasure and praising pain was born.
What
and I
the
will give you a
fuck?
complete of the system and expound the actual teachings of the Great Explorer idea." Which turns out to be a mangled version of H. Rackham's 1914 attempt
What?
to translate the famous Lorem Ipsum philotext into English. Okay, that could still have an innocent explanation. Maybe that
Oh
testimony
my
was
God.
just an unconfigured bit of template accidentally left in place when they set up their website. There's a lot of that about, although honestly,
I
it's
never
something
knew
the
that you
scammer
could
is
even
more likely to
translate
do
that. I
than a
guess that
legit
makes sense.
company.
I didn't know it had
In
like
fact, I
work
can't
like
actually
meaning
tell which
to
of
it.
these companies is real and which are fake. Maybe they're all fake. Their website contains blurb that has been lifted verbatim from a bunch of other transport company websites, not just from templates. For example, this phrase here, whether you're shipping shoes to China or parts to Poland, comes from the Royal Mail website.
Parts
Okay,
to
they could still
Poland.
have an innocent explanation. Maybe they just lack the imagination to make original promises or write original text about themselves. It could happen. I mean, all in all, there's a lot of website content here for something that might just be a front. It's certainly more effort than I put into the creation of my CoinSquirt web pages. But when you consider it's all just pasted in from different places, there's probably only 1 or 2 days' work involved in creating this site. Probably the most time-consuming part would have been creating that logo and photoshopping it onto these vehicles. And it definitely is a shop. I can tell from the pixels. In the UK, companies are registered in a national database called Companies House, so it's relatively easy to find out if a company exists and other details about them. In the USA, there doesn't appear to be a national database, but the
Interesting.
Secretary of State for each state keeps a register. I searched the California State Company database for TAC Logistics and Transport All Cargo and various other combinations, but found nothing. Okay, that could still have an innocent explanation. Maybe I'm just bad at searching. But given that I've now said, okay, that could have an innocent explanation 4 times, and we've only scratched the surface, it all starts to stack up. Anyway, the most suspicious thing about this supposed logistics company is what they did. They emailed G to say, "Dear client, we have noticed your package has not been declared and insured, and that was why your shipment was put on hold.
Would the IRS
We
actually
wish to
help you with
inform
that though?
your
With
shipment
like
must be declared and
out
insured
being,
before we can proceed with delivery. The content of the package
excerpt
appears to be
papers.
discreet.
You know
According
what I
to our
mean?
policies, Logistics Service under Article 3 of Decree 163, all discrete packages shipped out of the country must be declared.
Yeah, but they
and
would actually
insured.
give that info
You
to
have
anybody,
pay a refundable declaration insurance fee.
or
of
do you need to go through proper
$980.
channels?
This declaration's insurance fee is 95%.
Like, I don't doubt that they would
refundable
have that
upon delivery of
information,
the
but-
package. That is $931 will be refunded. This refundable insurance is valid for 12 months. As such, you can ship other items using the same coverage for a 12 months period. the package will not be checked, and the declaration insurance fee will be refunded to you in full replacement value, not in amortized value. Outstanding customer satisfaction is our main goal. So basically they're saying there's this insurance fee, 6.5 times the price of the item being shipped, which supposedly guarantees discreet shipping. In other words, a bit like a bribe to ensure the package wouldn't be open for examination. I mean, I could imagine scenarios where companies want what is essentially a refundable deposit for handling something that's risky to them, and then refunding part or all of that if the risk doesn't play out. It sort of makes sense, but at the same time smells really scammy when it's obviously talking about illicit items being shipped without opening. And this Article 3 of Decree 163 doesn't appear to relate to anything relevant. It's just a Vietnamese legal document that does indeed define rules for logistics and shipping, but this package is supposedly coming from the US Virgin Islands, literally on the opposite side of the planet from Vietnam. G went back to the fake ID seller to ask about this, and they just said, the insurance is very important because if anything happens to your package, you will be compensated. That is why you have to pay the insurance fee. We are looking to have a long-term business relationship with you, and that is why we're not going to let you down, because we believe you're going to give us good reviews after you receive your IDs, as well as recommend other people to us. And be rest assured, yeah really, and be 100% guaranteed of getting your refund without any problem. That whole be rest assured sentence, those are the words of a scammer.
Yep.
And here's where I become even more suspicious that this is all part of the same scam. The fake ID guy signed off with thanks and waiting, but waiting for what? The fake ID guy has already been paid for the product, which he's handed over to the courier, who've got it on hold. So what's the fake ID guy waiting for? Well, waiting for more money in the form of this spurious deductible insurance fee via the fake shipping company, I imagine. So at this point, G is completely awake to the fact that this is a scam, but at my request, G asked the shipping company how they wanted to receive payment. They replied, you will be sending the payment via Bitcoin option, and you will buy Bitcoin
Oh, of
using
course.
Coinbase. After having the Bitcoin, kindly send it to Bitcoin address below. Send us a screenshot confirmation once you send the Bitcoin. Okay, so there we go. Apart from the wording being really scammy here, there is no innocent explanation for this. Some forward-looking companies probably do accept payment via Bitcoin.
That makes
these days,
sense.
but no genuine shipping company is going to offer that first as the only option. Oh, there's also this. The shipping company signed off the message with, thanks and waiting. Busted. So anyway, why did I say earlier that I suspect sales of fake ID are probably never the real thing?
It's a
Imagine
mashup.
cupcakes were illegal, but I know how to make them.
Now those look pretty
I
good
could
right
set
now.
up an illegal online cupcake store and make some money supplying illicit cupcakes. Except it would cost me money to make the cupcakes and distribute them, and it might be risky. The sweet aroma of my baking cupcakes might attract attention, or for one of many other reasons, someone might catch me making or supplying illegal cupcakes, and I go to jail. Or I could set up a website that merely pretends to be an illegal online cupcake store. Then just take the money and do nothing. What are my disappointed customers going to do? Run to the police and admit they were trying to buy illegal cupcakes? There's nobody to complain to.
Those are muffins.
So in a nutshell, running the scam is both safer and more profitable for the scammer than trying to actually sell the illegal service or product. Heck, if I just lie about supplying illegal cupcakes, I don't even need to be good at making them. So, the moral of our story today is, I suppose, if you're going to dance with the devil, prepare to get burnt. But please remember, our purpose here today is to learn and become safer, not to feel superior by belittling this scam victim. Humans of all ages and all backgrounds can be susceptible to scams. Awareness can and does make you safer, but it doesn't make you a better person. One final point on this is that it's almost inevitable that the metadata for this video, this one you're now watching, will attract some of those comments I mentioned, with glowing recommendations and testimonials about services or products which themselves are illicit. You should never trust these, because if you do, you'll be dealing with criminals, and when you do that, you're already off the edge of the map. Here be dragons. Also, in the specific case of fake IDs, when you order one, assuming you wanted most of the information on the ID to be plausibly true, just maybe not your date of birth, you're handing over a lot of personal information to a stranger on the internet, and that's something I strongly advise you should never do.
Well, the people looking
I've got
for a
filters
fake
already in
ID
place on my comments that will hopefully deal with these if they can.
also are going to be
But if you see
naive.
one of these
You know what I
testimonials
mean?
below that I haven't dealt with yet,
Probably
please
not.
click the three dots
They don't know what
next
the
to
fuck
comment
is
and
going
report
on.
it.
You know what I mean?
I hope this has been interesting. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon.
Most of the time. So it's probably pretty easy to fuck them over, I would assume. It's not like anyone who's fucking over 21 is looking for a fake ID anywhere, you know? We're like, obviously that's like an easy thing to acquire if you're fucking of legal age. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom. Nah, we can't watch the rest of that one just because there's a bunch of like weird fucking alien dick pictures. It's long too, but should go check it out. It's a good video. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Watch one more video. I know I watched something good. What could we watch?
Terrified. The Talipo.
The Talipo.
Benjamin and his dog, Old
Yo, don't put your
John,
gun at your
the
dog.
best man and dog hunting team in this neck of the woods. Every morning they would head out bright and early and be on the lookout for every critter from barn owls.
Y'all
to
gotta
bears.
fucking chill with that.
One day, Benjamin heard Old John barking and growling up a storm down by the riverbed, and he ran down there to investigate. Old John had some animal cornered in a small
Old
cave.
John.
Benjamin raised his gun and shouted at Old John.
You named the dog Old John
As soon as the dog
before it
moved
got old?
aside, the animal in the cave darted out with lightning fast speed. But Benjamin still got a shot off.
Or do you,
The shot
you know what I mean?
struck the
Did they
creature's
just...
tail, and it let out one hell of a scream. Benjamin fired again.
Yo, he has
This
no
time he
emotion
missed.
pulling
The
that trigger.
creature, whatever it was, ran off into
Yeah,
the woods.
he's battle hardened, man.
Benjamin
He's
walked
fucking
over
pumped
to
now
the
too.
creature's long
Shot that
tail.
fucking the
"It'll
tail
make
right
a
off.
fine stew," he said. That night, Benjamin cut up the creature's tail and
Did you know
cooked
that
it in a stew.
A turtle's tail is actually
He
its
and
like
Old John
penis
ate and went to bed.
or vag.
Sometime during
So he could have
the
just
night,
eaten a dick.
Benjamin heard something, like a scratching sound at
Or
the foot
veg.
of his bed.
Hey, you didn't know
"Damn
that.
Mice, he said to himself. Suddenly, he felt something jump up onto his bed with him. "Old John, now you know better than that." But it wasn't Old John. It was the strange creature that he
It's
had
pissed
shot
that you
earlier
ate his
that
dick,
day.
man.
Slowly, it crawled up onto Benjamin's stomach and stared at him with evil-looking eyes. It was then that the creature spoke.
What have you done with my Talipo?
Oh my god, I was right.
Terrified, Benjamin called for Old John, and in an instant the dog was in the room and chasing after the creature. The creature leaped up onto the windowsill and jumped out.
Wait, so was it not big?
John following right
It's like a little
behind.
monster?
Benjamin leaped out of bed and grabbed his gun. He pointed it out the window, but didn't fire in fear of hitting Old John. At dawn, Benjamin awoke near the window, realizing that he must have fallen asleep, waiting for Old John to return. He stood up and looked out the window. He whistled for Old John and then heard the door behind
Put a
him
shirt on,
open.
man.
But when he turned around, it wasn't Old John who was standing there.
His eyes are the same
It was
color
the
as his
strange
skin.
creature once again. It stood there, staring at Benjamin. Blood stained its mouth and teeth, and it growled savagely at him. Benjamin looked for his gun, but saw it was against a corner just out of reach. He thought about jumping out the window, but just then, the creature spoke.
Give me back my Talipo.
days later, Benjamin's daughter came to the house looking for him.
Oh no.
She searched the entire house, and after a while, she found her father in the bedroom. Or rather, what was left of him.
What do you think happened? Hmm? All right. Let's watch. Somebody unexpected followed me in the woods.
2 weeks ago, I woke up in the morning to get ready for school, as usual.
And the
Because I live in a
jawline.
small village, there's no bus that drives to my school. So I always have to drive with my bike about 4 miles.
Drive your bike.
As I didn't want to drive alone, a friend of mine would drive with me to school every day. One morning, me and my friend would meet up at our place. Driving to the place, I wasn't feeling well, and my friend was waiting when I got to the place. We drove along through the woods and made some jokes about what was going to happen.
It's
at
really cool
school
art
today.
style.
As we were driving, I heard some sticks cracking, and I thought nothing about it. Seconds later, I heard it again, and again, and again, and again. I asked my friend if he heard that too. He said, "No, why?" 1 minute later, I heard it again, but louder. I asked my friend, "Did you hear that?" But he said no. And the second after that, I saw a tall-like figure running just on the right of me. My heart got frozen.
What?
I screamed in my head as I saw that face. Everything was in the wrong place. The nose was above the eyes. The mouth was wide open, and the eye sockets were empty. I instantly passed out.
On a
1
bike?
hour later, I woke up in a hospital with my friend sitting to the right of me and my mom to the left. My friend said that I fainted and fell to the ground and I had broken my left leg.
Oh my god.
The day after that, I laid in my bed with pain because of the broken leg.
Oh
I
yeah.
had to take strong painkillers. Later that day, I laid in my bed and tried to sleep. As I was slowly passing out, I heard scratching on my window. I looked, and then I saw the face of the figure. I froze instantly.
You don't look that concerned.
The figure was just scratching with its long fingers on the window and smiled.
Yeah,
with a
this is
wide
actually a
mouth.
cool monster. I like that.
I blacked out again. I woke up in the morning with pain in my leg. I rolled to my left and took my painkillers. After that night, I never saw or heard anything of that figure again. I told my friend everything, and surprisingly, he said that he saw something like that in one of his dreams. I still don't know what that figure was and why my friend had a dream about that thing. I put down my blinds and shut my window at night. Always. Now we have a bus that brings us to school. I didn't tell my mom about this, and never will.
And never will. All right. And I never will.
I've been a trucker since my mid-20s. I've had many odd experiences on the road. I'm pretty sure that I've come across a couple of UFOs while driving late at night and encountered many strange
Really?
drivers at times. However, the encounter I'm going to share today is by far the most terrifying and strange experience I've ever had. This happened on a country road in the middle of Kansas when I was 37. The year was 2009. The night started off like most nights, which consisted of me driving and listening to some music on the radio, usually drinking some coffee to keep myself from getting too tired.
It's a big ass truck.
As I drove through the night,
I don't know,
on
maybe
the
it just
empty
looks like it.
road, I had noticed that it began to get foggy. This fog eventually became very thick, and I started thinking to myself whether I should pull over for a while, as I could barely see ahead, or keep driving. I thought about it, and decided to continue on. There were 0 other people so far out driving in the middle of the country, so maybe it was safer than I thought. I still took precaution. I was going slowly, just in case an animal or something were to run across the road. As I continued driving, I started to pick up an odor. This odor was the most foul thing I've ever smelled, and it soon filled the inside of my truck. I quickly closed the windows, but that didn't help.
That didn't help.
This terrible smell was already inside, and I felt as if I was going to vomit. The smell and the fog became overwhelming. I remember thinking to myself, what in the world could be causing such an awful stench? In that same moment, I felt that unpleasant feeling when you know you're about to throw up. I had no choice but to quickly stop the truck and open the door to empty my stomach. When I was finished, I quickly covered my face,
empty my stomach.
as that horrible smell was still in the air. I closed the door and prepared myself to start driving again. And that's when I noticed something ahead crossing the road. The figure was unmistakably a man, and this man appeared to be limping.
Is he gonna run him over
Other
and then
than
his truck is like
limping,
cursed with like a
I also
bad
noticed that
body
the man
smell?
was wearing an old white button shirt and black suspenders. I recall thinking to myself how strange and freaky the situation was, and not knowing what to do. I decided that I was just going to ask if he was okay, and if I should call anyone for help. Before I was able to drive up to him, I soon noticed that 4 more people came out from the side of the road, all walking in the same direction as the first man I
Like a
saw.
zombie fucking
Each of them were walking
plague.
in that same odd limping gait, all of them wearing outdated farming clothes. What I found even more strange was the fact that they didn't acknowledge the huge truck that was on the other side of the road. I thought to myself, if these people needed help, then surely they would come to me. However, all of them continued limping across the road, disappearing into the darkness and the fog. I must also remind you we were in the middle of Kansas, so basically the middle of nowhere. Just then, another figure emerged from the darkness and began to cross the road too. However, this figure was far smaller. I soon realized that this was a child. I got out of my truck, but I did not go up to the kid. Rather, I stared at him as he continued to cross the road.
Why are you doing that?
This child was also walking in a weird way, and was wearing that old clothing too. Right when he was about to make it to the other side, I said aloud, "Do any of you need help?" The child stopped, turning his head to face me. My heart sank all the way to my feet as soon as I saw his face. I wasn't looking at the face of an ordinary child. I was looking at the face of a corpse. I cursed under my breath. and
Face
stood
of
there
a
in fear.
corpse. Oh shit, Dave.
This thing then let out the
Give it a
most
raid, man. I'm just
awful
watching some
scream I've ever heard. and
amazing
began
YouTube
to limp
videos.
towards me, but at a quicker speed than
You're doing
before.
good?
I quickly got back inside the truck and slammed the door shut. In that very moment, I heard even more of those horrifying screams and saw more of these things.
Oh, they like
begin to emerge
fucking Google
from the
AI
darkness.
generated ghosts?
I quickly swerved around the kid, speeding out of there as quick as I could. During that whole ordeal, I saw the faces of the other ones that were coming, and they all had the face of decomposed corpses.
A pretty good idea.
Once I made it back to civilization, I stopped at a gas station. I just sat there in my truck. My mind and heart were still racing.
Yeah, we got those
and I had
emotes.
no idea what to think. This experience opened me up to many things. I feel like I understand that this world is indeed strange. And
Yeah,
that
it's
I've
weird because he
always
saw
seen
zombies.
things which we do not understand.
Yeah, this is the new Resident Evil. The RE2 demake. He tried to take me to hell.
My name is Allie, and I'm from Germany. I have experienced this incident when I was 12 years old. One day, I went to my grandparents' house to stay for a while. The house was
Better
quite
not
an
get
old
weird.
one and was located in a pretty isolated area. When I arrived there, it was already late and dark outside. I stayed with my grandmother in the living room, and then I asked her a question. Granny, what was the scariest thing you've experienced? She replied, Well, I think you're too young to hear it, dear. However, I kept convincing her to tell me her story. For
Resident
your
Evil trucker, that would be
information, my
badass.
grandma has a backstory when she comes from an old, small village in Turkey where still people
Good
ride
game
on
concept.
horses. Eventually, she began the story. It's not my fault if you can't sleep tonight. She asked me if I know how the devil looked like, and I said,
If some lady
"Looked
with a
like red
fucking
man with
handkerchief
spikes
tied
on
around
their
her
forehead."
head like that
Well,
has
the
a scary
devil
story to
has
tell
a
you,
split
you better
tongue,
fucking
and
be
he
ready.
has only 3 fingers on both hands. The fingernails are so sharp that they could slice the meat almost in half, and the air he is breathing is dead.
Yeah, it looked like she almost like broke
souls.
her fucking neck
Her
nodding.
description was so detailed that I could almost imagine clearly, and I was a bit scared. And she then told me that she once had seen him a few years ago. It has become bright in front of her eyes when she had a heart attack, and then she saw something red thing approaching her. She could see him clearly, and it was definitely something else.
Yeah, that's the boogeyman
To
from
her, but she
Ghostbusters,
refused. I didn't
the
commit
animated
any
show
sin.
in the
Why
80s.
are you going to take me? Then Satan replied,
Pretty
She
cool.
yelled, No! He stared at her for a moment and opened his mouth.
Huh.
When he disappeared, my grandma finally woke up from a coma, and she realized that 2 years have been passed.
What?
My mom told her that her brother got lung cancer and nearly died. After leaving the hospital, she went to visit him, asking if he had seen something. That night, I saw a red man, and he said like this, She doesn't want to come. He replied. After that, my grandma told about him to the whole family. Everyone believed it, except
2-year
me,
coma.
who was a little kid. Granny, I don't remember. I know. You were pretty young at that time, sweetie. After finishing drinking
I
hot
know.
chocolate, I ended
She
up
is the
going to bed.
devil.
However, I couldn't close my eyes because of the story that my grandma had told me. Then, I suddenly heard someone opened the door that I had locked. There was a clock in the room. When I saw the clock, I could see that it said 4:61 a.m.
What?
There is no way that 61 minutes can exist. Something was wrong. I grabbed my phone and turned on the lights. And there he was, the red man, Satan. Being scared, I screamed at the top of my lungs. I immediately hid under my blankets, and that's when I felt a sharp pain on my left arm. That's only what I heard at that moment. After a few seconds, my grandpa ran into the room with his baseball bat, but he was already disappeared.
What? She
While
fucking
he
bit
was
her arm
driving
off?
me to the hospital, he kept praying on the way. It took around 30 minutes to drive to the nearest hospital, and I eventually had to stitch my wound on my arm. This happened 6 years ago, but I still have scars on my arm. Thankfully, I have not been encountered something like this anymore.
Not anymore. The killer bees. Why the fuck did it make that sound? That was weird. Kind of weird. Yeah, let's watch one more. One more. Is there anything new? Da-da-da-do, da-da-da-da-do. For something not super long. You know, it was great. I've watched this like several times already. This new Big Top Burger. I really like this one in particular.
I've just never heard of something like this before, Steve. It's a food truck convention?
FTX. It's a food truck expo, Toby. They're very rare, and this is the first one I've ever been to, so I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous, Steve. I'm sure it'll be great.
I hope
I'm a bit
nobody
nervous.
Doctor? Hey, Doc. Docky, do you see any parking at all?
Nothing yet, Cesare. I'm looking.
I'm coming up with blanks. What, are there no spot? Do you have an app? I swear to God, if I can't get good parking, I will crash this butch mechanism into an embankment wall.
Guys, I think I see some parking over there.
Conrad, that's a hole.
I honestly didn't know there were this many
Looks so
food
good.
trucks in general. What are these guys even selling?
It looks like, guitars?
It's not food.
It's not.
Boss, have you been to one of these things before?
No, Conrad, I'm a virgin around here. I'm sure my reputation precedes me, however. Hey, what's up? I'm Cesare from Zomburger. I've got the nasty food, untouched in its low quality. You're not gonna find worse food, I promise you that. Coast to coast, it's the worst stuff. Cesare's got the bad food.
I like the little.
Yeah, they definitely know me, Conrad.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Food Truck, the mascot, here at FTX. What truck are you guys
The
with?
food truck cars.
Sell rocks.
Hey, we're the crew over at Big Top Burger.
Oh yeah, Big Top with the makeup and stuff. You guys in that other truck have such wild gimmicks.
What other truck?
Boss, you gotta try this falafel. It's pretty bad.
Cool, I don't eat food!
Right.
Doctor, collect some samples. We need some more bad food ideas.
I'm well ahead of you, sir.
Whoa!
Yeah, Presidy's the
Do most
doctor.
food trucks not have you wear makeup?
Not in the least. It's just a Steve thing. Come to think of it, Billy, I'm not sure I've ever seen Steve without his makeup.
Maybe he's got bad skin.
Boss, can I take the contacts out? My eyes are itchy.
Conrad, don't touch those contacts. You have to look dead. You have to look fresh out of the morgue.
Cesare, we're not even interfacing with the public. Surely we can let our costumes slack a little.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good idea. You guys don't look as weird as me. Then I'm going to stick out like a horseshoe crab in a freshwater environment. Are you trying to blow my cover?
Cover? What cover?
Jesus, God, You guys have so many questions. I'm just trying to run the nation's worst zombie-themed food truck, and you guys have to hike up my jeans looking for loose lint.
The songs are really good too. I like that one a lot. Yeah, Worthy Kids is the channel. Check them out. Very good channel. Put a lot of work into their animations. Basically made like a whole show. That's what Big Top Burger is, I guess. It has like a whole first season. That's the second season, but let's watch one last video. I don't know if they do their own music. They must. It's all original. I know that. I think they might like work with someone on it. I don't know. They do the music themselves. It's pretty good. But yeah, check out that channel. Very good. Very good. It's gotta be something. Oh, they even have another channel for it. I know what we could do. I know what we could do. Even top fives has got like not a lot lately. Looking for like a Bigfoot video they've done or something like that. I don't really have any. Somewhere. All right, here we go. Here's a good one. This channel can be a little dry sometimes. It's good though.
Welcome to our week of daily uploads.
My original like clickbait channel I got into like years ago.
To give you as much entertainment as possible this week. Because why not? Now before we get started, there's two things we wanted to mention. And you can go ahead and skip around a minute or so if you do not want to hear this. One is the launch of Destination Declassified to enjoy. Super and a frequency that we have all those people, and we'll give you novels have been revealed to you. So as always, sit back and enjoy.
Get to the weird shit.
Huska Castle in the Czech Republic.
Let's be like weird
Just
locations.
a short drive from Prague lies Huska Castle, a well-preserved 13th century building that has long been the subject of rumours regarding the purpose of its construction and the role it has played in one of the darkest chapters of human history. Thought to have been built under the orders of Ottokar II of Bohemia, who ruled from 1253 to 1278, Huska Castle is generally considered to be rather unusual. It held no strategic importance. It didn't contain any useful facilities, such as a kitchen. There are numerous fake windows, and its positioning didn't place it close to any trade routes. Whilst it has been suggested that the property may have been constructed solely as a base from which Ottokar's numerous royal estates could be managed. Legends abound that the real function of the castle was to act as a barrier, as it was erected to cover a bottomless chasm in the earth, which had gained notoriety as the gateway to hell. Myths tell us that prior to the castle sealing this gateway off from the wider community, winged demonic creatures crawled forth from it, dragging petrified locals into their doom. One particularly persistent tale is that of a convict offered freedom if he survived being lowered into this ravine leading to a hellish underworld. It is said that moments after the young man was dropped into the darkness, he screamed wildly to be winched back up. Upon reaching the surface once more, his features had aged, and his hair had turned white. After spending a few days in an asylum, the man died, presumably unable to recover from the shock of his ordeal. Throughout the ages, Huska Castle moved through the hands of various families and underwent numerous stages of decay.
I wonder if any of these castles definitely like loosely inspiration for like the RE
Czech
castle.
politician and industrial Josef
I guess they've taken a lot of
purchased the
castle
building,
inspiration in their games. Though.
and under his ownership, the castle underwent a
How many different
substantial
castles are there in
renovation
Resident
project
Evil? You can think of
and
like
became
3.
his family's summer home. However, during World War II, the SS confiscated the castle and
Guess they
used
don't all
it as a
count, though.
regional headquarters for their staff. Given the interest the Nazi Party had displayed in the occult, some locals claimed the SS were attempting
It's
to
more like an
utilize the gateway
estate.
to hell
That's
by
pretty big,
channeling
though.
its dark power as a weapon for winning the war. In 1945, ownership of the castle reverted to the Simonek family, who further restored the building and opened it to the public in 1999. To this day, visitors claim to have heard screaming and scratching coming from the floors of the castle, and there have been sightings of strange creatures prowling the site. Allegedly, even the current owner has witnessed paranormal activity.
Well, I guess some of the mansions
When
are more
hosting a
castle-like than
party,
others,
a
but yeah,
glass
Village.
purportedly began
8.
to levitate,
Wasn't there
much
one
to the
in
horrified fascination of his guests. If you have ever happened to visit Huska Castle, we'd
No,
love to
one in
hear about
0?
your experience in the comments.
Maybe. I guess not.
Teotihuacan, Mexico.
Man, that's crazy looking.
Less than 30 miles or 50 kilometers from the commotion of Mexico City lies a huge ancient Mesoamerican city whose origins and the purpose of some of the artifacts found there are shrouded in mystery. Predating the Aztec era by some 1,000 years, Teotihuacan is comprised of some 2,000 single-story dwellings, as well as vast pyramids, buildings of worship, and palaces. All
You can
of
walk
which
right up
cover
to the
an
top
area
like that? That's
21
sick.
kilometers square, or 8 square miles. Thought to have been home to up to 250,000 people during its epoch, the complex array of buildings filled with exquisite murals and icons of worship were constructed over 4 different periods, starting approximately
You
200
see all the people
years
on the
BC
stairs and stuff.
and
There's a lot of
ending
people on
around
there.
750 AD. Though historians have posited the theory
Look at that hot
that
air
multiple
balloon.
ethnicities resides within the confines of Teotihuacan,
cursor's right there.
as traces of cultural features pertaining to the Mayan, Zapotec, and Mixtec peoples have
Yeah,
been
you would think
found.
these are collapsing.
The original artifacts
It's a
of
drone
this
shot, though.
megacity remain unidentified. Little is also known about the language and personalities that ruled there, which furthers the sense of perplexity surrounding this site. Equally cryptic are some of the features found within Teotihuacan. In 2013, hundreds of pyrite-covered clay spheres were found in rooms beneath the temple of the feathered serpent. These spheres, which would have once shone brightly, were hailed as an unprecedented discovery by archaeologists, though their meaning is still unknown, as too is the reason behind the ruin of Teotihuacan. Speculation as to why the inhabitants left are multifarious. Invasions from outsiders, internal civil unrest, natural disaster, and climate change are amongst the most likely theories. A place of worship and human sacrifice home to a sophisticated civilization,
Place of worship.
Teotihuacan is still an enigma, despite the wealth of artifacts found there. It is perhaps best described by curator Matthew H. Robb, who declared that Teotihuacan both attracts and resists interpretation. Porbazin. Set in the wilderness of Tuva, southern Siberia, and dominating an island within Lake Terekol, stands a ruin of a structure dated to the 8th century, the original purpose of which remains unknown. Porbazin, which means clay house in the
Torbazine?
Tavingian language, was once a complex of some 30 buildings laid out over an area of 8 acres, covering almost all the permafrost island it stands upon. The structure's high outer walls first led to it being described as a fortress in 1701, when discovered by Simeon Ray Mezov, a geographer and cartographer who became famed for his mapping of the Siberian region. The Russian ethnographer Dmitry Clements, during his visit in 1981, also theorized that Port-Bazaine was a fortress built during the reign of the Uyghur Empire, a tribal confederation who ruled over what is today China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. It wasn't until between 1953 and 1963 that significant, though limited, excavations took place, under the lead of archaeologist Saivan Weinstein. He concluded that the Port-Bazaine had been built for the Uyghur ruler Bayancha Khan after his successful campaign against local tribesmen in 750 AD. However, in 2020, by use of carbon dating, the structure is now known to have been built in 777, nearly 20 years after Khan's death. Though artifacts have been discovered at the site, such as burnt wood, a dagger, silver jewellery, and a stone goblet, there is no sign that Port-Bazaine has been a site of any prolonged habitation.
And an iPhone.
This is somewhat strange, given that signs of repair work, years after the building had been completed, have been discovered. The lack of permanent residence could perhaps be explained by its remote location or the political volatility of the area at the time. Further explanations of what the site may originally have been designed for have been offered over the years.
Pretty insane looking
and it's
area.
been suggested that it could have been erected for ritual purposes, that it was also an astronomical observatory, or was indeed a Manichaean monastery, which was then forsaken after the abolishment of the Manichaean faith in the 9th century. These remain theories though, rather than fact. A concrete explanation of what Port-Bazaine, thought to have been destroyed by an earthquake and subsequently ravaged by several fires, was meant to be, remains elusive. It's been described as one of the most mysterious archaeological monuments of Russia, and even prompted a confounded Vladimir Putin to exclaim upon his visit in 2007,
"Really?
That I have been to many places, I have seen many things, but I have never seen anything of the kind." It seems that the function of the remote and
Putin
strange
loves it.
Port-Bazaine may forever remain unexplained. Easter Island. As you may remember, we've briefly discussed Easter Island before, but it's simply too fascinating to omit from the list. The isolated island, located 3,500 kilometers west or 2,200 miles of Chile, is renowned for its impressive monolithic statues known as moai, of which there are nearly 1,000 spread over the land.
It's crazy they all used to have hats like that one as a rock on
Their
top.
presence has long been a source of intrigue
They
for
all used to have
explorers,
hats.
historians, and modern-day visitors alike. The purpose of the statues and how they were dispersed across Rapa Nui, given their weight and scale, has been pondered for years. Carbon dating places
like
the
those ones are
statues as having been
like sunk in,
crafted
but yeah,
between
they all feet
1200
buried
and
under there.
1650 AD.
Those ones were
and
all
it's generally thought that
completely
each
unearthed,
statue
those other
represents a deceased inhabitant of Rapa Nui. Though it's also been suggested that the statues have been placed to indicate water
caldera.
sources, or to act as a source of protection for the island and its residents. Given that the average height of the figures is 13 feet or nearly 4 meters tall, and weigh 14 tons, or 12,700 kilograms, it's easy to imagine that transporting them across the rugged landscape.
It'd be cool to
must
go
have
there,
been
but I
a
never would
difficult
want to
task,
travel there.
lending a further sense
Like
of
so
awe and
remote. It's even
mystery to
farther
this
away than
remote
like New
island.
Zealand.
Experts have claimed
It's like
to have
between New Zealand
demystified
and
some aspects
fucking
of
South
Rapa Nui.
America. It's like literally the
It has
middle of
been
nowhere.
proposed that the moai
It's like some
could have been
Cthulhu
attached to a
fucking
Y-shaped
City of
frame
Rilo shit.
tied to the neck of the figure and dragged into place, a process that could require less than 200 men.
Yeah, they need some backward hats.
Likewise, they could have been walked to their destination by means of men tugging at numerous ropes bound about the statue. Further intriguing aspects about the Rapa Nui, such as
Easter
the
Island's
reason for
pretty
the downfall
fucking
of its
weird.
civilization,
Cool to
have
like
been
read about.
answered by an assortment of explanations, including ecological
Very isolated,
disaster,
so it has like
civil
full
conflict,
fucking weird
and
shit
the
there.
result of European contact, including slavery and the spreading of diseases. such as smallpox and TB, resulting in a huge demise of the native population in the 18th and 19th centuries. In 1722, when the Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen became the first European recorded to set foot on Easter Island, the population was understood to have been between 2,000 and 3,000.
Damn.
By 1877, sadly this number had dwindled to 111. Despite experts theorizing about the history and culture of this unique island, due to there being no written history and only a small amount of oral history passed down through the generations, the meaning and purpose of the Moai and the exact history of the land, including its indigenous peoples, may never be completely known.
I love how those are like integrated into like Japanese culture too, like in
Lake
random
Michigan
like video
Triangle.
games and stuff like that. Not as much now, but back in the
Much
day,
like
you
the
could see them
renowned
all the
Bermuda
time.
Triangle, there is an area of Lake Michigan extending from Manitowoc across to Luggington and down south to Benton that appears to have a similarly mysterious force at work within it,
Like certain
with strange
games.
occurrences taking place there, dating back to the late 17th century. The first instance of an unexplained disappearance in this region was that of the ship Le Griffin on her maiden voyage in 1679. The ship, owned by the French explorer and fur trader Robert La Salle, set forth from Nicaragua County to explore Lakes Erie, Huron, and Michigan. These waters had previously only been navigated by canoe, and La Salle, seeking to further his trading possibilities into China and Japan, intended to send Le Griffin in search of a northwest passage. In September 1679, the vessel reached an island close to Green Bay in Lake Michigan.
Damn.
Here, traders
The
sent
fuck?
ahead by La Salle loaded the ship with a large quantity of furs. The ship, determined to explore more of Lake Michigan by canoe, ordered Le Griffin to travel to Mackinac Island in Lake Huron. to
Lake
offload
Michigan
the
looks like a
cargo
squash.
and be collected upon their return voyage.
How you can identify it.
But fate had other plans in store, and La Salle was never to see his ship ever again. The whereabouts of the shipwreck remain a mystery. But there have been other, equally perplexing incidents occurred within the Lake Michigan Triangle. In May 1891, the schooner, the Thomas Hume, vanished while sailing from Chicago to Muskegon to collect lumber.
Chicago.
Despite a search, there was no sign of the ship, nor were any of its crew discovered, dead or alive. Though the owners offered a large reward for any information on their missing vessel, no one was able to assist. It wasn't until 2008 that a wreckage, almost completely intact and wonderfully preserved, was identified with near certainty as the Thomas Hume. What caused her to sink has still not been determined. Another schooner, the Rosabelle, was discovered capsized some 40 miles from Milwaukee in 1921. It had collected timber from High Island and was bound for Benton Harbor. Though it had signs of a collision, no accidents had been reported and her crew were never found. But it's not just vessels that have disappeared in the Lake Michigan Triangle. In 1950, the biggest loss of life in a commercial air travel in America at the time occurred within the Lake Michigan Triangle. It was June 23rd when the Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 2501 had flown from New York and was heading for its first stopover location, Minneapolis, en route to its final destination of Seattle. There were reports of storms over Lake Michigan, and the flight had already descended due to the approaching weather front. A further request from the pilot to descend to 2,500 feet was declined by air traffic control, and it was at this point that they lost contact with the plane. It was 18 miles northwest of Benton Harbor. A search was launched when it became apparent that the plane, which had 58 people on board, had crashed into the lake. Though debris and some body parts were discovered, the remnants of Flight 2501 still lay undiscovered, despite an annual search for it, which has taken place since 2004. Phenomena such as large blocks of ice falling from the sky and earth-shaking fireballs have also been reported within the Lake Michigan Triangle, adding further fuel to the notion that this is an area that has seen a high level of unusual and sometimes unexplained activity. So,
Not really like
that's 5 places that retain at least an
it's a
area of
triangle, but it's
mystery.
is
We
it
hope you enjoyed this
really?
video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Not my favorite kind of triangle. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's all about the shape, you know?
In the previous episode...
No more. No more. I mean, it is, but it's kind of like not a good triangle. I don't know. You just wouldn't understand, I guess. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there for now. A little beat. It was a long stream. I'll definitely be back tomorrow. We'll do some more demo stuff and other video games. Yeah, a better triangle with more equal sides. All right. I'm going to go make some food and hang out for a bit, but you guys take it easy. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching, as always. Thanks for chilling and chatting, supporting the stream. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. I don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow, but maybe some more demos, maybe some other stuff.